So why have I been absent lately for this year? Hey, in case you don't know me, my name's Jason, and today's a great day. I'm doing great, and I see great things for you. And this is one of the questions I've been getting asked a lot. Is like, hey, Jason, where have you been? I haven't been seeing videos. You're not uploading as much. And the reason being is, January 23rd at midnight, my whole life changed. Everything pretty much crashed, in my opinion. And my wife, Cece, if you were privileged enough to know about her or met her in person, she passed away that night in her sleep. And so that's one of the reasons why I haven't been doing videos as much. And the reason being is, like, I've been really doing some soul searching, some healing, and really figuring out who is Jason now. Who do I want to be? What type of person do I want to be? How do I want to show up in this world while I'm still here? And it's been interesting, to really tell you the truth. Now I am in actual Johannesburg, South Africa. If you're not familiar where I'm at or where my journeys are, I left Colombia, left the U.S. again after I finished taking care of all the affairs of Cece, and I just need to get away. I had to do me. I had to really figure out what I want in my life and just start organizing my life for me, because one of the things I came to realize over this past week, actually, like, I've been doing a lot of self-reflection and things like that, reading, is this is my first time really being alone. Meaning, I left the house at 18, went to the military, did that for 5 years, came back, was with family and stuff. And then, I jumped real fast into a relationship with Cece. And we were together all that time. We were together the past maybe 13 or 14 years. We've been together so long I don't even remember the time. And so, like, this is really my first time being alone, especially as an adult, which is kind of crazy. 40 years old and it's your first time being alone. But however, it's been interesting. I went through a lot of the mourning process that I thought I was finished with, and it turned out that I wasn't. One of the main reasons I had to hurry up and leave the U.S. and even with Colombia is it was just too many memories of things that we did together, me and Cece. Like the past 8 years, it was just us 24/7, being, no family support. Just me and her, just figuring out how we're gonna get through this life, how we're gonna start building our businesses. And it was enjoyable, man. I loved it. Like, I can't lie. I really hope you and other people out here can experience the type of love and the type of marriage that we had, because it was a very great thing that happened for my life. She really helped me. And one of the things, like, I'm not afraid to tell people, like, not only did she love me, but she helped me learn how to love myself. And this is where it's been a challenge, being alone, because it's like all these memories, all these things that I want to do with her. I find myself enjoying something, and then I'll go into a depression and start like, well, she's not here, like having guilt trips, survivor's guilt. And if you're from the military, if you've been in the military, especially if you're a Iraq War veteran or someone who's served in Afghanistan, hell, even Vietnam, the Korean War, World War, you have something that they call survivor's guilt. And it's something that we're not taught. We're not talked about. And I can be honest with you, as now someone who's been married and surviving a spouse passing away, no one talks about these things. They don't talk about how you have the survivor guilt. You start going through all these things, and you're analyzing every part of your last couple of days together, and you're trying to figure out, like, was there something I could have did? Was there signs that I was missing? And the truth is, it's probably yes and yes on both of those. I'm sure maybe there was something I could have done that could have, helped her. Maybe I did miss some signs. But the truth is, like, I can't keep living on the past. It happened now. Like, she's not coming back. I've come to those terms now. And it's been kind of crazy, like, really coming to those terms, like, this past 6 months, just really thinking, like, okay, I'm going to finally wake up from this nightmare. And, I'm going to wake up and she's next to me, and, maybe it's just a long dream. And the truth is, it's not a long dream. It's life. Life throws us obstacles. Life throws us things. And it's, sometimes it looks like it's to harm us or hurt us. But the truth is, it's to make us better. If we actually go through the process and, really identify what's going on, what it means to our life, and how it can actually be a benefit to our life. And so with that being said, it's like this channel is finna start evolving. I don't do the weight loss coach anymore. You're gonna see me, like, I'm kind of glad. It's kind of funny because, like I say, you start seeing how life happens for you, not to you. And as you can see physically, I've put on a lot of weight since, or what I consider a lot of weight, since our passing from emotional eating and things like that. And so that was one of the other reasons I had to get away from the US and even Colombia, because it was just emotional eating. So being here in South Africa, I don't know anyone. No one knows me. No one knew about CC. So there's not as much, what's the proper word to say? There's not as much memories here of things that we've done together. It's more of things that, like, oh man, I wish she could have seen this with me. I wish she could have came and ate at this place with me. And so you're gonna see this channel evolving. It's no longer a coaching channel. I'm not coaching anymore. I don't have that passion anymore. I'm gonna be very honest. My desires and my passion in life were completely went to, I won't say went to a different course, but it's changed trajectory. Health is still something that's very important to me. So you're gonna be seeing me now as I'm going through this health journey, after, dealing with this issue, putting back on some weight. And you're gonna see where I go to at the next step. You're gonna see how I'm gonna be breaking down to you how I'm changing my self-image, how I'm challenging my self-image. If you're a student of Bob Proctor, one of the things he talks about is the paradigm. I'm gonna start explaining to you how I'm starting to analyze some of my paradigms, the things that I'm actually doing. So this is gonna be more of a kind of like a video diary, vlog, or whatever you wanna call it. But I'm gonna actually just be really explaining to you some of the things I'm doing, what I'm going through, some of the mental things that I'm going through. A lot of times, we have so much going on in our head, we don't express it to other people, and they just see the finished result. So I don't want you to just see the finished result this time, because you saw how I went from someone over 600 pounds to where when I was at my smallest. And now I want you to see how I go to this new person I'm going to become. But I want you to see exactly the steps that I'm doing, because I think one of the things that has been a disservice to all of us in this world is we have not been properly taught how to be successful in life. How that, we don't fail in life unless we quit doing something. The moment we give up, we fail. But these little obstacles that come down our way, just because success don't look the way that we want it to look, doesn't mean it still isn't possible. Sometimes the reason why we're not successful is because we don't know how it looks. And so we're not able to see the signs, see the things, the advantages that surround us, and we're ignoring them on a daily basis. And they just accumulate, it compounds over time. And so I want you to see that, and hopefully, if it just help you realize, like, hey man, like, this is a great book I can take away from this. This is a good study tip that Jason does that I can take from this. That's it. Because other thing is, like, this isn't going to be a channel marketing, selling to you. Hold on one second, that's my alarm. So funny that went off. So just to let you know what that alarm is. That's an alarm that I set for 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time in the U.S. I'm sorry, Pacific Standard Time in the U.S. To where one of the things I've started doing is I call my brother, best friend, I call him every morning. Well, not call him, but I send him a voice message every morning and let him know. I just say, hey man, today's a great day. I'm doing great things. I see great things for you. And I tell him something great that happened in my day to day. And so that's just something that I do. And it's been really helping change my attitude. My mood has been good. I've been happier. But also I've been seeing things have been aligning for me. Like, I see how things are starting to work out in my benefit. If you notice the difference in the apartment, like, I now got the apartment that I wanted here. It's a nice little 1-bedroom flat. I got it for a great price, so it's not even anywhere near the top of my budget for living. So now I don't have to be moving around all the time with all my stuff. I can leave stuff here even if I'm not in the country, which is great. And that's just one of the things that I do now that I want you to start seeing, like, these little things. Like, a lot of times when I explain to people some of the stuff I do in my routine, they think that, oh, I'm crazy, or oh, I'm making it up, or oh, he's just lying. And that's not, the truth is, I'm doing this. Like, one of the things I'm about to do, you can't see the car right now, it's behind me. It's right there, if you can see it on that book. It's a model Bugatti that I bought. One of the things that Jason has the self-image of someone who is a Bugatti owner. So I do every day for 3 minutes, I put a song on that I like. I do Bugatti gaze, and I put it in a place and I just focus on it for 3 minutes. And I do that 2 or 3 times a day. Sounds crazy, but when you see the end product once I have my Bugatti in physical form, is it that crazy? Because it's worked for me in every other part of my life. It worked for me coming to South Africa. It worked for me moving to Colombia. It worked for me moving to Panama. It worked for me retiring, at a younger age. Like, all of these things worked because I was doing things a very specific way. And at that time, I wasn't aware of them. Now I am, and I study my habits. And so that's what this channel is going to be. It's going to really just dive deep into explaining what are some of the habits that Jason do. What is the self-image that Jason have? Like, I just really hope to get, my biggest mission in life right now is I want people to realize working a 9 to 5 is not living. Being afraid to go to other countries is not living. Being afraid to try to reach for your dreams is not living. We have to start living life. And that's one of the things, probably the most grateful thing that I'm taking away from Cece's passing is she lived her life. She went and got her doctorate. She went and got her clinical license. She went and became a published author. She got like 100-some books on Amazon right now under different pen names. She had an erotic novel that she was writing on Kindle Vella. Like, all of these things, like, she was living her life. And that's what I'm finna do now. I'm finna start living my life. And I hope that by you seeing me living my life and explaining to you how I'm doing it, it helped you to just feel the urge to start living your life too, because there's gonna come a day when we wake up and we know our time is very limited. And you really have to ask yourself, do you want, when that day come, for you to be looking back and be like, man, I wish I'd done this. Man, I just wish I would have did this. Too many of us are going to our graves with wishes and regrets when we should be living life to the fullest. The world is not a dangerous place. Even though all these people are telling me, oh, Johannesburg, you gotta be careful there, it's dangerous. If you don't have dangerous habits, if you're not a dangerous person, you're not gonna find danger. That's just the truth. And so I hope you got some value from this. And like I said, today is a great day. I'm doing great. I just had a very great consultation with a natural, lack of better words, a Chinese holistic doctor. I don't know what you would call them. I don't want to be sound rude or nothing, but that's what it was, a Chinese holistic doctor. And she gave me a real good regimen, talked to me about some things, explained some of the things I was really dealing with, trying to get help with. And that's great. That's how great today was for me. And I see a great day for you also. So talk to you tomorrow and have a great day.